G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Look what today is. It's 3D Bloom Day. Yes, it is. And I am using the Let's Resin Fast Cure resin for our demold. That's part A, that's part B. Because I find A is always heavier than B. When I weigh them, I do 100 grams of A, 90 grams of B. So that's what I've done today. For my first layer, anyway, and I'm using one of these little pre-made discs that I use for with my leftover resin. I make little glitter blobs. Don't worry if they're a bit out of shape or something. You can just trim them down. So today we're going pinks, and I'm just going to see what side I want to use. Feel which is the flattest, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, try and pop that in the center, like so. If you want to be totally accurate, you can measure. It's about just under 9. Just under 9. Just under 9. And yep, that's pretty much just going from there to there to there. So that's about it. All right, I've got my resin sitting here, and I've been taking its little temperature. I think it's almost ready to go. I want to get it to like 33. Just give it a bit of a stir before you take its temperature, just in case it's hotter on the bottom than it is on the top. All right, can you see? Hopefully you can see. 28. This is Celsius. 29, 30, 31. If I change that over to Fahrenheit, it's 89. So we're almost there. We're on 30. Come on, you can do it. 32. So I'm going to get started. By the time I've cleaned this probe and got myself organized, will be 33 degrees. So I'm just going to spray some isopropyl alcohol just onto that bit of paper towel there and clean off that probe. Obviously we don't want that getting stuck. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm doing 2 colors today. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just take out a little bit of my resin. I'm going to put 40 grams in here. 40 grams just off to the side on my scale. I find my scale needs to be on a hard surface, otherwise it just doesn't weigh properly. Have you noticed that when you try to weigh yourself and you're on a carpet and it just doesn't do it properly, does it? Right, so that's 40 grams in there. And the rest of it, oh gosh, I keep dropping bits in. See, by the time I fluff around, it's probably 33 degrees now. So we'll pour that into the mold. Now this is my small poinsettia tray mold. I've got small, medium and large. This is the small. So when I'm doing my 3D booms, I like to sort of fill them up maybe 2/3 of the way with the clear, or at least half anyway. You don't want to do them too thin, otherwise the bloom just doesn't move properly. So maybe, oh, this one's probably not even, it's probably half, so by the time I've put my white in there as well, although I probably don't need all that, I might take a bit more out. I probably don't need all that. Probably got 30 grams in here, I'd say. 30, which is 1 ounce. I think that's all we'll need. Push that down. So today I'm doing things a little bit differently. I'm not dropping ink into my mold. I'm going to color my resin. Just trying to get that little dot, little bubble. Get off. All right, now I am going to just go around the edge and make sure that I don't have any bubbles. Oh, I've got glitter, a little bit of glitter in there. So in here, I'm going to put my white bloom. I'm just going to go and see if I've got any. I don't see any bubbles actually. No, I don't see any. That's good. That's a good thing. Very light little torch. Don't get near your mold, you'll fuse your mold. So Another little bubble coming up from underneath my disc. Try and get them. Anyway, I'm using my bloom. I've got 30 grams. Well, it could be 40. I'm not sure. I'm going to do 4 drops. Not sure how much is in there now. It's probably 35. When your bloom's getting towards the end, leave it upside down in a little cup like that. Just leave it sitting there so it can all kind of run down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 drops. We'll see what that looks like, hey? I've got my little stirrers ready. So anyway, what I'm going to do, I am going to basically do white blooms, and I'm going to put a little bit in there, and I'm going to add a bit of the magenta. So hopefully that's not too heavy now. I did big drops. You can do different size drops with the bloom depending on how sort of pigmented you want them. So what I like to do is I like to draw my design first. So here's my little design. So I'm going to follow that. I like to draw it out first. So I get it in my head what I want. I draw it out, and then I can. It's a rough guide. Doesn't always work, but a rough guide. All right, so that's my white. It's looking maybe a little bit opaque, but anyway, it's done now. All right, let's put a little bit in here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't need much for that one. And I'm going to add a drop of this magenta, it's not alcohol ink, it's acrylic ink in quinacridone magenta. I always find that I get a little skin over the top if I don't clean them out properly. Let's see what one looks like. Plenty. All right, 1, and make sure you clean the top so that doesn't happen again. All right, so that's my pink. Gosh, it's strong, isn't it? It's because I only had a tiny bit of white in there, but that will be fine. All right, now here we go. Better get a wriggle on. This bubble keeps wanting to come up from under there. Maybe if you've got a lot of faffing around to do, wait until your resin gets to 30 and then start. Otherwise, it'll start warming up. So wait until the actual resin gets to 30 to 33 degrees, not your white. Because the white is in a smaller cup, it's not very deep. The resin in the big cup is deep, it's going to heat up faster. So you need to go by that temperature. Okie dokes. And then this one here is just going to go into this piping bag. Hope I can do this, you guys. Just because I had this idea in my head, I thought, oh, I wonder if it's going to work. But look, I don't know. We'll try it. You know, I like to try things. Push the envelope. Work outside the box. All those sorts of things. All right, that's that one. Okay, I better clean my hands. My gloves, they're feeling a bit sticky. Sticky. Give them a clean. All right. What's that? Okay, here we go. So we'll start with this one. And then I'm thinking I might back it with some green. So it's kind of looking like a flower on against some greenery. Not much in this one. I hope I've got enough. I've got enough. Anyway, that's that one. Start with this one. And I don't know, about that 4 or 5 mil. Certainly bigger than what I'm doing with my fairy flower dots at the moment. Oh, it's been ages since I did one of these. All right, let's have a look. I'll just put that there. I know you can't see all of it, but that's the inspiration. So here we go. That's my inspiration. Kind of a bit pointy. Whoops, I didn't do that one very well at all. Oh my gosh. Doesn't matter. upside down. I couldn't do it. I'm thinking, oh God, what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know. All right, so, do I do this one now? I'll do this one now. Little tiny little bag there. Little tiny one. All right, let's cut that off as well. About the same distance. All right, now with this one, I'm going to have to push that right up to the top there. Oh, we're leaking. All right, now with this one, I just want to do a little, one of those. And hopefully I've got enough to go around. Okay, that's that. I need to keep the rest of it for my other little blooms. Now the next row I kind of want to do in here, like a little bit shorter, like that, little ones. And I don't need to put the white all the way down there. I just need these little peaks here, like so. And then a little bit more pink. Oh gosh, it's tricky to do these little ones. Oh gosh. I think it'll be fine. You know, the resin will move and blend. I think it'll be all right. There we go. A little bit there. Ah! All right. Now there's not much in the middle, so I think what I'll do is I'm just going to go, and we'll just do a few more, hey? In these big ones. And I'm going to have a lot of white in my center, but I'm okay with that because even though like the center is going to be quite blobby with all that white, I've got the little disc there, so they should be okay. Should be okay and not have too much like blobby white in the middle. Hope this will look all right. A little bit left. Might just try and put a little bit more of this pink just on the tips here, make it a little bit kind of thicker just on these bigger ones on the edge. My white's already blooming beautifully on the edges there. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this petal here. I don't know what's going on with you, petal. What are you doing? Anyway, there it is. All right, leave it. I'm not going to torch it. I'm just going to leave it. I find sometimes if I torch it, I get like a little hole like that. So I'm just, I make sure that when, oh, that's probably what I did when I came over here and cleaned my hands with the alcohol. I might have got a little drip in it. So, yeah. All right, let's just wait and see now what's going to happen. I probably didn't need, look at that, I didn't even use all of that. But yeah, I didn't want it to be too much white going on in there. And I didn't end up using that either. I was going to use that to get my little, any bubbles around the edges, but I didn't end up using that. Just going to leave that there, just in case there's an issue with anything and I need to add a tiny bit more white, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Make sure that if you're cleaning your hands, do it way over here. You don't want any alcohol spraying. What are you doing? What are you doing, white? I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, make sure you don't get any alcohol spraying over here because it will drop into your white and make that like hole. And I think that's probably what I did there when I was cleaning my hands earlier. So we'll just leave that. Ooh, I'm excited. And yeah, we'll just see what it looks like. It doesn't look very attractive at the moment, but hopefully when it's all finished moving and spreading and blending, hopefully it'll look pretty. So I will come back to you in a little while. Crocodile, see what it's doing. And I think I'm liking the look of this sage from Colour Passion for the background. So we'll do that. All right. Woo, wish me luck. I'm nervous. See you soon. All right. It has closed over. There's a couple of little areas like that one there that looks a little bit blobby. I might have put too much when I was doing my petals. Like if you go over the same spot twice, it can be a little bit heavy and drop down. But anyway, we'll see what happens. So this is the green that I've used. It's a lovely Sage Luster from Colour Passion. So I've done that. I've used the same resin as the first layer. There it is there. Look at that. I think that'll look nice. It's a muted pink and a muted green, so I think they'll look nice together. So same resin, the Let's Resin Fast Cure. And I did 75 grams of A and 67 grams of B. And I thought that would be a nice amount of covering. I won't use it all, just in case it overflows, but I don't think it will. I think it'll be fine. Should be. It doesn't have to be totally full, the mold, like when you do your second coat. You just have to have enough coverage so that you don't see through. I might be able to, I don't know, I might use it all. No, I probably won't. Look, I might make some puffy hearts actually. I'll go and find some glitter. Oh, it's gone in. I was going to push it into the corners, but I think it's gone in on its own, eh? I think so. All right. Oh, look, I'm just going to use it. I can't be bothered. It's hot. It's a hot day. It's 31 degrees outside Celsius. It's a hot day. I mean, it's not too hot in the studio. I've got the air conditioner going, but it still feels a bit hot and muggy. So I'll just do this, and then I'm going to go and sit down, and I'm going to catch up on a bit of Amazing Race and have a coffee. That's what I'm going to do. You also, because it's the back, you can get your isopropyl spray and just lightly mist that like that. That'll also help with the bubbles. And there we go. All right, done skis. I'll see you in a few hours for the unmolding. It's pretty warm in here. I'll turn the aircon off and it'll cure in like, yeah, 3 or 4 hours. So see you soon. Right, it has cured enough for me to get it out. Still a bit bendy, but that's okay. I can deal with that. I'm just super excited to see what it's going to look like. I am a little bit concerned that I put a bit much white in, because at the beginning I just kind of chucked the white in. I didn't really pay too much attention, you know, to how much I was putting in. So my drops may have been a little bit big, but it's also like where you go up and then you come down, and that's kind of blobs, and then you go back up again. So in that middle bit where it kind of collects a little bit of paste twice. So can have a few little blobs that way, for those of you that are wondering why you get little blobs here and there. Okay. So that's the back. It looks pretty. It's all closed in like that, pulls in. That's how the blooms work. The resin moves from the outside in, spreads that white line that you put in and makes a bloom. That's how it works. All right, without further ado, let's see what we've got. Oh, wow, look at that. That is so pretty. Look at that. It's so pretty. Do you like it? Now, where I went in and then, you know, there and then back in and there and then back in and there, we've got that little bit of extra white around there, but it's kind of sort of surrounds that little pink disc there. Kind of makes a nice little edging for it. Look at my pink's done. It's done exactly what I wanted it to do in the right in the middle of each petal, I've got that pink stripe. See, look at that. Even in that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. We've got little pink stripes in all of them. So, yeah, it's worked beautifully. There. Wow. Love it. It's so pretty. What do you think of the green background? Do you like that? And the little disc in the middle is really pretty. It sparkles. It's a nice, I think the colours match really well. What do you think? Let's go for a quick little walk around the studio with it and have a look at it away from these really bright lights. Let's see what you think. I really didn't know what to expect. I just sort of had this in my mind that I wanted to do white petals with pink through the center, and I really had no idea what it was going to look like on the other side. So, oh my gosh, I'm glad it's worked. It's really pretty. There's the sparkle of the pink in the center there. Getting a little bit of a shimmer from the green as well in this bottom left-hand corner there, if you can call it a corner. You see, it's like shimmering there from that shimmer paste. Yeah, really pretty. Happy with it, you guys. I was worried that it wasn't going to work. But yeah, very happy with it. Love it. Let me know what you think of it, if you like it. Relatively easy to do, I guess. You could do it in lots of different colours. So yeah, it's easy just to tint your white to do different colour blooms because you're still using the white paste. I mean, you could just do all pink if you wanted to. You could do pink and purple, whatever colours you like. But anyway, I'm happy with that. I like the green background too. I didn't want to do black, you know. It was a bit heavy, a bit dark. But I wanted it to be sort of organic looking. So yeah, really happy with it. Yay! All right, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed my video. Come back again and see me next time. All right, see you all again real soon. Bye for now.